And how great it is to be here this morning. The beginning of a new week. And you need to start energetic. Because once you start the week energetic, you get the strength to continue. To end the week with that zest, with that energy. And today marks August 19 of the year 2024. And of course, you're listening to Good Morning Liberia on Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Marquis County, and 90.7 in Bone County, plus other frequencies across Liberia. So wherever you're joining this broadcast from, wherever you're listening to us from, wherever you are watching us from, let me say good morning to you, a pleasant good morning to you, and welcome to another beautiful edition of Good Morning Liberia. It promises to be a great conversation. So wherever you are converging from, I would like to say welcome. And let me say I'm grateful to God for the gift of life. Not too many persons are alive. Not too many persons have the opportunities that we are having now. The gift of life cannot be paid for. So once we're alive, we must say that we are grateful. Let me say good morning to our followers in the diaspora. Those of you making your way to work this morning, those of you in the traffic, those of you at your business places, in the market hall, and just wherever, those of you in your different counties, Maryland County, Grand Cape Mount County, Nimba County, even those of you in Sierra Leone. Let me say good morning to you and welcome to another fascinating edition of Good Morning Liberia. This is where we converge to talk about the issues that matters to our dear country, Mama Liberia. Certainly, we will not go back to the butchers. We are here to speak truth to power, to talk about the things that matters to our dear country, and we will go back to the butchers. We cannot do that. Rather, we will continue to speak about these things that matters to our country. Let me say welcome again to another edition of the program Good Morning Liberia. My name is Samira Wanla, and I'm here with you up to 10 a.m. Sekou is not here this morning due to some personal reasons, but he's good, and shortly he will be back on Good Morning Liberia. So let me say welcome to all of you to this edition of the program. There are a couple of things that we are going to discuss this morning. And mind you, majority of them, they are not good. Majority of them, they are not in the interest of the Liberian people. Things keeps happening. And Liberia, I should say, is at a standstill. That we're not seeing anything good that's happening. And there are too many things, too many things, ranging from the various ministries to the executives, to the legislature, and just too many things going in our country. But we are here to speak about some of these things. So here's the list of things that will be discussed this morning, taking us up to 10 a.m. In passing, we will talk about the issue of the monkeypox. It's now known as the mpox. Mind you, it is in our neighboring African countries. And when you hear that a disease is in our neighboring countries, you should know that it's just a slight chance of it getting into our country. So we are going to talk about it. We are going to tell you guys to take precaution because this one is deadly. It's even more than the Ebola corona that we experienced. In 2022, this particular disease, this monkeypox, it was being reported in 2022, and they had a case in Maryland County. And it was being reported by the Ministry of Health, and people took precaution, and it couldn't spread across the country. But mind you, we have it in our neighboring countries. So we need to be careful. We will talk about that in passing. And also, we're going to talk about the incident involving the Royal Air Morocco flight that happened at the Rabat International Airport. There is a release from the LAA. We will look into that release and we will analyze the issue first of its kind that such thing happened under this unprepared government, right? It is the first time that Liberia has experienced such. Things keeps happening and they are not in the thank God that there were no casualties. We will also look at the issue of the labor ministry. And fellow Liberians, this is our major discussion. We are going to dig deep into this issue. We have all of the fights. We will show them to you. We will read them out to you. We have them in our possession. The labor ministry, they keeps doing things that not in the interest of the government. Kobakura keeps carrying on his own government at the labor ministry, And we have fights. We have that here, and it will be our major discussion on the platform. So you want to wait and see the letter that Kobakura sent at GT Bank. We have them. We have the names of people that he listed and all what the money is intended for in the budget of the labor ministry. And Kobakura is turning it around and saying that you want to use it as salary and all of that. We will get into it. Now, there is this rape case that is in Bong County. A man named Sam Colley, who lives in Bong County, 13-year-old daughter was being raped According to him, allegedly rape. According to him, he said that it was a gang rape and 3 persons jumped on his 13-year-old daughter and they raped her. They went at the CP Doma hospital. They got evidence that the girl was being tampered with. So we will call him on the phone because he's in Bone County. So we are going to call him to gather more information as it relates to the rape issue. These are things that we will be discussing, and it's going to take us up to 10 a.m. Now, the cash giveaway, it is open. We are giving out 5,000 Liberian dollars. So all you need to do is dial star 799, hatch, and then you put in number 8, Voice of Liberia. Then you play with your 100 LD and be one of the winners for the 5,000 Liberian dollars. It is up. Now, let's acknowledge some of those who are following us via our Facebook page. Jude One says, good morning, guys. Please share the video. He's following from Johnsonville. And then this is Jimmy Wilson. He writes, good morning, VOL, and good morning to the peace and loving people of Densu Town, Lower Bone County. I'm following from ELWA. Patrick Fokba Jala writes, good morning, VOL family. I'm watching from Kakata City, Margibi County. And Daki Anderson goes on by saying, good morning. Okay, goes on by saying, good morning, CEO. I'm following from Clara Town this morning. Abdullah Kamara writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. And says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from a resident in Cambodia, Coach Bracket. Roland Sua writes, good morning, VOL. I'm Roland Sua watching from Johnsonville, Kankan Town community. Stanley Sharif goes on by saying that he's watching from his Kosovo resident in Broadville City. And then Permanent Sedition Mercy Williams writes, good morning, Sekou and the Liberia family. I'm following from Gandasville. Okay. Let's get this. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm following from Gandasville LPRC community. Blama Taylor writes, I'm watching you from a residence in Pipeline Supermarket, District 3, Montserrat County. Joseph Elliott goes on by saying, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Greece, Europe. You are doing a great job for our Liberian people and Mama Liberia. And then CDC Papi Success Keita, he says, a good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from Duport Road. Let's go to the next person and see what this person is saying. Jerome Believer Wisset Jr. writes, and he says, good morning, Voice of Liberia, watching from Bokonjide Government Camp, Sano County. And Ilikiu Moba says, good morning, Voice of Liberia and the peace-loving people of Zolowo Town, Lofa County. I'm following from Weaver Community District number 5. Ojuku Blamo writes, good morning, my favorite VOL Washington Swoop goes on by saying, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Dixville Township. And Ansu Kome says he's following from the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia. J. Fucky CA is watching from Pinsville City. George Dolo. This person goes on by saying, good morning, family. I am George Dolo watching live from the Japan Freeway Shoes Factory. We are grateful having you guys in such a wicked and funny time of our lives. Let God bless us all. I don't know what he meant. Okay. Jacob Fry writes, good morning, VOL family. I'm following live from Pipeline Supermarket. Abraham Waka writes, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Jacobstown Rehab Community. I'm Abraham Waka is my name. Mohammed Twalawale goes on by saying, good morning, I'm Mohammed Twalawale Jr. watching from Roberts International Airport. And Stanley Sharif goes on by saying, a pleasant good morning to my beautiful sister Samira Wanla and my vision bearer in person of Sekou Sharif of our time. Let us use this medium to congratulate you for providing the services from Monday to Friday. I am grateful from my Kosovo resident, in Broadville City. If you are watching from Banka, please let us know as to if the branch in Banka is on. Okay, let us know as to if it is on. Please let us know as to if Banka branch is on. Okay, let me inquire on this side. Okay, all right, okay. Siman Kia says our dynamic CEO of VOL and female General Samira Walla, I'm watching from Cotwell, New Georgia, Waterside. Sekou Sharif T. Shite, oh man. Ambassador Robert Camoon says, good morning. Voice of Liberia, I'm Robert S. Camoon, following from Bon County, Banka City this morning. And then let's get more of the acknowledgement. We are going to do this. From there, we go to one of the many things that we are to discuss. Okay. And John David Nakula Yakpawolo, he writes, good morning, my Voice of Liberia family. Watching from a gentleman agreement corner, my name is John. And I'm John David Nakula Yakpawolo. Just know that if you never wear green Unity Party t-shirt, you will never get government job in your own country. We are certainly getting them. Okay. Andrew K. Blackie writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. My name is Andrew K. Blackie. I'm watching from Banka City, Bon County this morning. Many thanks to you guys for always providing the best information for the Liberian people. Indeed, grateful this morning to hear from my CEO Sekou Sharif and my female general Samira Wanla. And there is too many other comments coming on. Okay, it's on, but you are not live yet. Okay, Abel. Okay. We will get into that. Chalo says, "Good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Dubai. Thank you for the update. Thanks for following too." And Asek Seyon writes, he says, Asek Seyon says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from Banka, Bon County. And Asek Leo Seyon is my name. Thanks for the hard work. Okay. Tyrese Uya says, good morning. And he's following from First Street Sinker. This is David S. Tokba. He writes, good morning to Voice of Liberia family. I'm David S. Tokba, watching from Kakata Telecom Community behind the radio Kakata. Okay, we are going to stop there now as we cannot continue. Okay, as we cannot continue with the acknowledgement, because there are too many persons here and we cannot go ahead and acknowledge all of you. Okay, but we must say that we are grateful for all of what you do. We are grateful for your time in getting information. I always say that whenever you wake up, the first thing you do is to put your radio on and listen, because you want to know as to what is happening within our dear Mama Liberia. Now, to this issue of the monkeypox, okay, in passing, we will talk about it. We'll alert you on some of the issues that's surrounding this particular monkeypox. We are going to do that. We will do that, right? We are actually going to do that. And now, the monkeypox story, it is in our neighboring African countries. And Liberia would love to be careful, or you are to be careful as to this dangerous and strange skin disease has entered into some of our neighboring country, Liberia, we want to take preventive measures now. Put in preventive measures. It is even deadly more than the Ebola, more than the coronavirus that we had few years back. And this particular disease, in July 2022, the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Institute of Liberia, declared the outbreak of the monkeypox following a confirmation case in Maryland County on the 24th of July 2022. So in 2022, there was a case in Maryland County, and they found way to be able to resolve it. At the end of the day, it couldn't spread across the country. But this is 2024. And in this 2024, we are experiencing the same thing. All our neighboring countries, they are experiencing it already. And why should Africa be worried about this? In the last couple of weeks, there has been a new and alarming development about this mpox, monkeypox, or you say mpox, a very dangerous and contagious disease. It has been detected in countries that have never previously identified cases, and about 50 confirmed cases and more suspected cases have been reported in Burundi, in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Uganda, and these are the countries that these 50 cases have been detected in. And according to World Health Organization officials, Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda, they are now experiencing the monkeypox. They are all African countries. That's the reason why we have to be careful. A majority of the people who came down with this skin disease, they are under 18, right? They are under 18. Majority of people that came down with this disease. So people in Liberia will have to be careful. Not so pretty soon people will start to wash their hands or wear their masks around here. Something that we are not even praying for. But when it is in one of our neighboring African countries, or it is in Africa, then other African countries, they start to worry. Because once it is in Africa, you as a country, you should be worried about it. Because the chance of it getting to your country, it is very slim. And the World Health Organization has declared mpox a public health emergency of international concern. Cases of mpox, previously called monkeypox, have been surging in the Democratic Republic of Congo. In recent weeks, cases have appeared in nearby African countries, including several that have never reported mpox cases before. What we are seeing is a tip of the iceberg because of weaknesses in the surveillance system. One of the doctors, his name is Dr. Ojina, he said, and he's the chair of the emergency committee convened by WHO. And this is a very, very much infectious disease. It is bad, it is deadly, it is contagious. It comes on your skin. It's a skin disease, right? It comes like bump, and everything. Take once, you see it on your skin. So we in Liberia, we will need to be careful. We need to be more careful on the issue of this thing. Now, the issue of the labor ministry, it is our major discussion. We will discuss that right after we get through with this issue, the incident that happened at the Rabat International Airport on Saturday. Now, fellow Liberians, for the first of its kind, right? For the first of its kind in our country, no, we are on. Okay, check the live. Okay, okay. Let's see as to if we can do this quickly. Let's see as to if we can get this quickly. Banka is saying that they are not on. I don't know why they are not on, but they are to be on, right? Let's see as to if we can get them on, right? So the issue about this thing that happened. And so I'm sorry for that. We are trying to get this set so that we just move and move strictly. It is what we are trying to do. We are trying to get this set quickly so that our other uh, local radio stations in the counties can be on. It is what we are trying to do here. And this thing that happened at the Roberts International Airport on Saturday is the first of its kind. The first of its kind for such thing to happen. And before we go into the release from the LAA, let me say that we are grateful that there was no casualties, that nothing happened to anybody, right? That nobody got hurt, nobody experienced any form of bleeding or any form of headache or whatever. There was no casualty. There was no casualty, right? We are grateful for that. But here is the release. Let's read out the release and then we go into, okay, it is on. Now, check it. It is on. Banga is about to be on. In a few minutes, it will be on. Let us be able to check it now. I don't know why. Okay. So we are going to read out what was being posted about the LAA. We will read out the release and we will give our analysis. Okay? We will do that. Now, here is the release. It says press release. The Liberia Airport Authority, LAA, which is to inform the public of an incident involving Royal Air Morocco flight which occurred which occurred on the early morning of Saturday, August 17, 2024. The Boeing 737-800 series aircraft with flight number AT567 landed at the Roberts International Airport, taxied and docked onto the jetway without any reported incident. However, doing routine inspection of the aircraft prior to departure, in keeping with standards and recommended practices, it was observed that the aircraft had picked up significant debris that further inspections. Results, the airport safety compliance team inspected the runway and observed that portion of the runway pavement shoulders had been damaged with huge debris along the runway. Upon receipt of this information, the Liberia Airport Authority management immediately contacted the airline crew through the aircraft engineer about the situation and that the aircraft remained grounded until further instructions, whilst the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority and the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau were contacted. Inspections teams from both LCAA and AARB were dispatched to the airport and visited the incident scene, along with the Minister of Transport for further observation. It was observed that the aircraft had landed safely, but veered off the runway, resulting to no injury to passengers, no structural damage to aircraft, and not fatality. It is important to note that passengers on board the aircraft were unaware of the incident. Departing passengers were then hosted in nearby hotels awaiting another Royal Air Maroc flight out of the airport scheduled to come later during the day. Meanwhile, the circumstances surrounding the incident are being investigated by the LCAA and AARB, whilst the aircraft is being grounded until further notice. As the investigation is ongoing, further updates will be made available as new information surfaces. The Liberia Airport Authority remains committed to maintaining the highest safety standards of passengers and aircraft. Thanks for your patience and understanding. What happened on Saturday morning? If it wouldn't have been God, let's term it as that, it could have been something different. This is the first of its kind for such a thing to occur in our country. While you just listened to the release, let's look at the Rabat International Airport. Is that airport up to date? That's one of the questions. Now, look at the lighting system at the Rabat International Airport. If you go there, you will see that even the lights, they are not sufficient. The way in which an airport is to be very bright so that you see clearly. The Rabat International Airport is dark. Now, even the pilots who are there bringing pilots who are there piloting the plane and all of that, they even face some difficulties, but they might not say it. And why do I say so? According to sources, according to those who were on that particular plane, they said that when the plane landed, it slipped from the road and one of the tires or two of the tires, it was in the grass. And yeah, you were seeing the release of pavement. They say that the runway observed that portion of the runway pavement shoulders had been damaged with huge blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So a portion was being damaged. The runway that we are talking about here for our planes, for planes that come to Liberia, it is not even up to date. It is not up to the standard in which it is to be up to. The lighting system is one of the greatest issues there. On yesterday morning, you had a very, very much cloudy weather, according to those who were on the plane. Even in Monrovia, yeah, it was little. You saw that the sun came up and everything, but the weather was bad. And you have that kind of weather. And at the end of the day, the lights that are to be on the ground so that these pilots can see either they are not even sufficient or they are not up to the standard that they are to be up to. And at the end of the day, you saw what happened with Air Maroc. You saw what happened with it. At the end of the day, you said two tires slipped. went into the grass. Passengers who were on the plane, they said that they were even seeing the grass. At a certain point in time, they knew that the tires slipped. These things are happening. The same airport that these government officials will use, that President Bouaka will use, it happened just the day after it happened. Our president flew out of the country. What is it that you are doing about the airport issue? Even the lightning system, you will see that few months ago, or a few days or weeks ago, we came to this radio and we said that Joe Mahama from Ghana came into our country and he gave our airport machine. Why? Because he said that he always coming to Liberia and he wants for current to be stable in our country. Imagine how shameful it is. But yet and still you had our president thanking Joe Mahama, who is into too many dubious things in his country. But he came to our country and he gave machines to the Rabat International Airport so that the lighting system can continue. It is shameful. How is it shameful? I mean, it is shameful in the sense that the government, the president himself, he's not able to say, we will take this money, let's allot this money in the Rabat International Airport so that we get machine for the Rabat International Airport to make the current there stable. How can an international airport go out of current? How can an international airport experience such thing that it experienced? Only because even you go to the airport, look at the lighting system to the airport. There is no light. There is no sufficient light at the Rabat International Airport. That airport is to be very bright. That if when you are from far, you are driving, approaching the airport, you should know that you are going to an airport. By the end of the day, you will at times you even pass by the airport, you don't even know that it is an airport. But you have our president, he accepted gift. The man came, he said he brought machine for our airport. It is shameful. Who is John Mahama? A businessman who is into dubious act. We read out his autobiography. We read out everything about him. Some of things that his own country accused him for. Some of the dubious act he had been in and he's still in. How he's into drug business, how he's into mining business, and all of these things. Yet and still, that man brought machine to our airport and you took it. At the end of the day, what we experienced yesterday, it is the first under your watch as a president. You know, I used the word here yesterday that God beating them so. Why are we attaching it to President Bouaka? We are attaching it because President Bouaka uses the airport on a daily basis. He go in and out of the country. In and out of the country he goes. He uses that route, the runway. He uses it every time, day to day. Some of these things, he's not seeing them. You will not be the one to say, yeah, the money, yeah, let's tackle it. But you'll be able to say some of these things to the government so that they'll be able to see where to do it. Because you cannot have an international airport and be looking at a spring fee. You have an international airport that have people going and coming, place people doing their transit and all of that. Then you see the place, it is looking as if to say, you know, you are running in hell. Because when a place is dark, it is hell. You people, you're saying dark as hell. So why can't you allot some of the money there for that airport, but rather you allotted money there for K-Power to come into the country? K-Power that people refused, that the U.S. refused. K-Power that it is a very, very much bad company that comes to every country that it goes to. It goes there to suck electricity, eat their money. But you were able to put money in the budget for it. But the Rabat International Airport, what happened yesterday, it happened. Thank God that there was no casualty. By the end of the day, you want to have a president who is taking hold to the executive lodge that was being built for presidents who will come from out of the country as a president of Liberia, if you are coming from out of the country, you'll be able to use that route, sit there and be able to sit there for a while, have a press conference, and then you leave. Executive lodge that will be built by the former president Weah. You have a president who told the former president not to use that lodge, that executive lodge. It's only him that uses it. He's the only one that will use that lodge. By the end of the day, you just don't care to say, I will do this, right? I'm going to do this for the airport to under my regime. Let's be able to increase the lights on the airport. We have a very bad lighting system. Let's increase it. Let's be able to put all of these things in place. Let's tackle it and see as if our airport can be lighted up. You did not do it. You did not do it. But you claim the executive lodge at the airport. You said no other president should use it. You claim it for yourself. When you're not using it, they put stuff around it for no one else to use it. You are the only one that is using it. But what are you doing? That lodge that was being built there, the former president went off the country. He saw how other presidents' areas were looking. So he says, since we have the old one, we will build a very, very much refined one, something that we will be able to use, something that we will enjoy using, that we're getting back to our country. As a president, we will feel proud. We will sit in something good. At the end of the day, you took it to yourself. There is no problem in it. Now you're taking it to yourself. What is it you're doing? Is there any work that you are carrying on at the Roberts International Airport to see that you have an international airport? Because we wouldn't say it is an international airport when you cannot come on light. Government is continuity. Judge Mane Weah-Kim, he did his. What is it that you are doing? The runway, how it is. You know, if you go out of the country and you see how other airports are, you will sit and say, that Liberia has. So, but Jada, this is our country, right? It is our country. We will continue to put people feet to the fire to do what they can do. But actually speaking, Liberians, if you leave this country and go out of Liberia and see how other airports are structured, you see how the runway to other airports are like, you will sit and say, we are living in hell. You will say that. Neighboring countries, I'm talking about countries like Europe or Dubai, other countries like that. Neighboring countries, our fellow African countries, if you see how well structured their airports are, if you see how lighted up they are, if you see the lights, you will be from far and say, that's an airport, I'm looking at them. You will know. You will see it and you will know. But for Liberia, the airport is nothing. The former president came. He said, let's put this executive lodge there. The old one will be used. But let's put this refined one there so that, people coming to our country, guests coming to our country, they will see and know that, they appear or they have arrived in Liberia. Joe himself. He said that he would be the only one to use it. Or it came from the press secretary mouth. Kula Fofana, she said that it is only for president. Once a president, always a president. That will say that. Once you become a president, people will still call you Mr. President, even if you are not in power. Because that's a very huge tax. Most especially we have a democratic state. For people to elect you as the president, other people still see you as a president. And even former presidents should be respected to use that executive lodge. The refined one, they should be respected to use it. Because why? They serve this country. Take this from me. Whether good or bad, all humans have their good and bad side. If you look at Liberia, you say, George Weah did this, his government did this, but there are good sides of him. Just the same way with Joe Walker. We have not yet completed his 6 years, but after his 6 years, people will say this, people will get something to praise. For people to be able to get some things to praise, it is the reason why we are pointing out all of the ills within this government, because we want good for our country. We don't care about the president Joe Walker. No, we don't care about what he do with his own life, or what he can do or what he cannot. What we care about is our country. That's the reason why we talk to him on a daily basis. We care when Joe Walker say he ate all the money, they squander, he live on loan, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, he's president. We will speak about the ills in the government because we want the betterment of our country. What is it that Joe Walker is doing for the Roberts International Airport? Look at what happened on Saturday morning. Thank God, thank you that we never experienced any casualty. How bad it was. By the end of the day, you just have one self-contained president, self-centered president that cares nothing, that uses the same airport on a daily basis, looking at the runway, not having anything in mind to be able to say, if even I will not do this, since the road on the project I fly. Since we never completed the road within, the 100 days, it is already fly. Let me see as to if I can do this. Let me do this project. Let me do this project for the Roberts International Airport. But rather you have John Muhammad akin to Liberia, or businessman, or very, very much cool businessman, somebody that into too many dubious acts, somebody that their own country doesn't even recognize, somebody that their country said that he's into drugs business and too many deadly things. It's the person that brought machine to our dear Mama Liberia. Machine, simple English, generator, my people. They brought it to Liberia and said, we're giving it to the airport because this is my country. So I want for the airport, to be on as always. You're not ashamed? Then you sit down there and say, oh, yeah, by the end of the day, oh, people know how to turn things. They will say, oh, Joe, we are trying to do it and blah, blah, blah. What you will do? Government is continuing to the executive laws being built. What is it that you are going to do? It is shameful that our country cannot afford machine for our airport. Rather, somebody who can't get a machine for our airport. I did they give the machine for the airport to be on, for it to be operating and everything. Then at the end of the day, even the lighting system, you expect it every person from another country can and say, that one level on the gentleman agreement. Everybody will bring one lights. All ministers from different country, from Kosovo, will bring lights. That at the end of the day, you put it there, then you say, yes, this is what I've done. At the end of the day, these same business people, they are expecting something in return. What is it that you're doing? What happened on Saturday? It was terrible. You should be scared. You should be scared. You can see how bad plane crash can be. How terrible it can be. We don't pray for it. But you see, not too many persons can even come out alive from it. Almost everyone on the plane can pass out. And you have more than 50, 60, 70, more than 100 persons. At the end of the day, you have a government that will not say anything about it, that will still use the same route to go and do their gentleman agreement business. Oh yes, that's the kind of government you will have. That's the kind of person you will have. Joe Walker, he just don't mean well for our country. Not what happened on Saturday. We hope that he'll be able to tackle the issue. We hope that we have an international airport. Because what we have is a national airport, not an international airport. If you have seen international airport, you will know that what we have in Liberia is a national airport. It is the international airport standard that a former president wanted to have. That was the reason why he decided to say, let me put the executive lodge there. Or I would not mince my words on some of these things. Definitely, if Joe Walker do well, I would say, yeah, he have done well. If he doesn't, we will say it. It is an international. He went out. The former president went out and he felt shame about his country airport, about where he will come and sit after he leave other country. He felt shame about it. Let's take it like that. Because yeah, you talking, you say, we did this because I went out there, I saw the airports, the way in which it was. That was the reason why I came back and I said, let me do this for my people. Let me do this for ourselves so that when we're coming out of the country or we are coming in our country, we should know that it is our country that we are coming in. We should have something that is up to standard. By the end of the day, one self-centered man, the president, he took it to himself. Now, under his regime, somebody brought machine and get to the airport. There's no light there. What is it that your own government, you doing too now? So what's the thing here? What are you doing? Are you just sitting and doing nothing about it? And right after the thing, the man used the same airport. After what happened? That the same airport he used to go. So we will take course on this. This is bad, and we hope that we don't experience this. We hope that the government do all they can to work and see as to how we can have a national airport or an international airport, not a national airport. Okay, 0770-907-907 is the number to call. If you are there, the cash giveaway, it is open. That's *799 *799 hatch number 8 for Voice of Liberia. And then you put in, imagine just $100 Liberian, you are getting $500 Liberian. Let's do that. We will take calls after calls. I will call out winners. Okay, so we will soon draw winners. I want you to play the cash giveaway now while people are taking calls. *799 hatch number 8 Voice of Liberia. Then you put in your $100 and get $1,000 *0770-907-907 is the number for you to call currently on this issue about what happened at the Rabat International Airport on Saturday morning. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me on your platform. And my secret is there. Let me say good morning to the CEO and good morning to Brent following your show. I'm Emmanuel M. Tupa Jr. CIC of the Interledger Cloud District number 14. Well, let me join you guys in criticizing what happened and to be also scared on what happened on Saturday at the RIA. We think these things should not happen on this government, especially this president who has 42 years experience. We believe that in the first 6 months, everything necessary to have upgraded our airport, since they say it was never upgraded on the CDC-led government, they should do everything necessary to safeguard the process on the airport. You cannot risk people's life, especially people who invest in the country or even Liberian. No life is worth, getting messed up just because one incompetent government refused to do what is necessary. They are competent, as they say, and they were elected for such reason. So I believe they should work on modality to improve that airport. We don't want to see a calamity that happened on the UP government, on Madam Sally and JMB, where in some Guinean officer they lose their life. It was quite unfortunate, and we don't want to see a replica of such thing. Thank you for affording me the platform.
Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
You're live.
Thank you for the show. My name is Washington Soup, and I call from Gisville.
Okay.
This is very, very shameful. Little thing that Joe Baga and his official, when they were in the opposition, they heavily criticized. Seeing the light, it passing at the airport under the administration when they need to be more sophisticated and have more idea on how a country should run. So this is very, very shameful. So what they are trying to tell the people is to just about job. They are just finding means to come and get what they want to get. It is very disgraceful. The first of it comes for some incident to happen and very bad image of our country. This is very bad.
Okay. This person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira. How are you?
You're live.
Okay, this is Abenigo Nathan, aka the defense giant of CDC. I call you from Congo Town. Thank you for your information sheet that you provided upon. And let me say good morning as well. So, you're discussing about DVODs of Joe Braga. Do you forget when Henry Costa announced in 2023 that Joe Braga was in a international money launderer to be at a campaign? You're discussing DVODs when 35-year-old machine came from South Africa and we yet to get a source. You talking about do you have this? When SRB gives 8 million for campaign for Joe Baka, you discussing do you have this? When Joe Baka cannot disclose all his bank account 12 years ago, you talking about this, do you have this? Joe Baka is a beneficiary of this. Now listen, that airport was built since J.J. Rao administration. Now, we are sorry prudent to rehabilitate and republish that airport. This is what they built that renowned VIP lodge. Today, we had no supervision, no super appetite, no entry opportunity from the administration. Joe Baka is an active leader that presiding over our country, but my too, and I blame him. I blame a librarian who thought that Joe Baka should provide the back of rent for each household in the school. Who thought that Joe Baka should make education a simplest thing in the history of our country? Who thought that Joe Baka should bring heaven in everybody's houses? Yesterday, we were celebrating over 450 kilometers of Kota Road during our administration. Yesterday, we were celebrating over 500 housing units across 100 plus across the state. Joe, we are a very meaningful administration. We are not surprised why Joe Baka is going to today. Corruption is the most fierce thing in the history of the country through the government. So it is a serious issue, but we manage it. And they will be here at country as administration go on. Thank you.
Okay. This person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samara.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
You're live.
Thank you. This is Austin. I speak to you from Jakarta. Samara, I want to say thanks for this morning. I mean, say good morning to people over here and his family. This is what's going to happen. The devil, all this paper talk about that the devil he is dancing with. Has to look, the devil is dancing with, and more to come. And the owner is not concerned about developing the country, but he's only concerned about claiming properties from government that was instituted or that was built by former President Weah. The owner is not concerned about making the livelihood of Liberians, but only to go from ministry to ministry and displace and put down people who, quote unquote, he considered to be allies of citizens. You see, so now he has gone. You see, a South man like Liberian or a New York will never see such on national feed that the war is used with that kind of accident. I was almost so face, and you still want to trouble. I didn't say he has gone to bed for life to Kosovo. You get me? Someone has gone to Kosovo to bed for life. You get me? So where are we going? These guys came out of the market of things. They rescue the rest. What are they rescuing? This guy is denying that person are using the channel that he's built, that he knows nothing about. But even if he said he has not built anything, this woman has been a liability when even he was in his mother womb. Woman has been a liability since you were born. His food, his clothing, his thing is the Liberian government. Now you have come to government to give back to the Liberian people what he achieved from the Liberian people over 50 years. Yes, the only thing is just us how I'm experienced. 40 years. So let me tell you, this woman achieved anything for Honor Manasali. But man, if you are in class and you are not attentive in school, you will not get anything of instructor. You will be a dull student. This is how this woman is looking. The woman's central honor is an experience. More leader, a world class woman who is tested among. Can you imagine?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Papa William, and I join you from my Kosovo gentleman agreement yellow machine for Wulukisi Mountain resident. We present this with 13. So let me say good morning to Seku. You see, the issue of Rafi or our airport is something that we don't need to take it lightly. It is very, very much important to us because our family life, our own life, and other foreigner life, all lies for that place. Because God forbid, if one plane comes down there, it will not be a small or let's say problem. So for us, we're not paying for that now. So the only thing that there, the issue of the lightning system, and I think the government will see how best to settle that. We will not be coming in this country, and then you have you have a so-called generator agreement machine that you get. So why you not put the machine on for the letter be on? Why? Why you not put the machine on? The machine can't function to like the how do you call it? Why I keep talking like this? And you know, last night I listened to Spoon Network. Mo Ali was sitting there talking. They would have really seen me last night telling the Liberia saying how the government, the president can listen. So the president called for meeting, tell them that they should listen to the good side of the country, the bad side of the country. They should tell him he can listen. You know how many times we have talked so many things there. Not listening, or you're not listening. Even today, you talk to Mo Ali. Mo Ali, please call your men. Call your men, tell them of what on the bureau. We're discussing about our airport. Tell them, hey, let them know that brother money. We're discussing about our country. We're discussing about the state of the country. Tell him again that you are trying to set up the Latin system and try to upgrade our airport. Mo Ali, your president can listen. We talking to again the money. For the time, my sister.
Okay, thank you. Now, this person, so that it was not Joe Muhammad, it's his brother Ibrahim Muhammad that brought in those machines. Okay, Ibrahim Muhammad brought in those machines into the country. Instead, that he was giving it out to the Roberts International Airport. Yeah, it was when they had that program. That was a slight mistake. 0770907907. Good morning.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Abraham Brown. I'm calling from Princefield Belt. Yeah, this is why when we talk about the irresponsibleness of this government, you can get a court exam criticizing the issue to be discussed. But always they can challenge us, but always will not be immediated into that submission. We'll make sure to criticize this government until they decided to do the right thing for the Liberian people. This government are in constant violations by breaking the organic law of our country. This government does not have the economic transformator to lead this country. This government does not have policy to change this country. Because if you have a government, there's a key thing you need to take into consideration. Number one, you need to have the politics, you need to have the economic transformator. Number two, you need to have the policy rector. Number three, you need to get vision for your country. But who has the vision? You need to have plan for your country also. Who are those economic transformators? Who are those policy rectors? Does the government have one? No. And two, you need to have international connection as well. Who this Baka has? Baka has zero. In 100 days, Baka scored absolute zero as a president. You say you have 42 years experience on a political Ronaldinho. But Baka doesn't learn anything from this government, from the past government of Eli Joseph Seli. Today, Baka and Soge are corrupting this country. Labro is bleeding on a serious basis. But we can tell we are so Baka. We are showing on a serious note. We are reaching to the body point that Baka and Soge need to be told the truth. I'll leave you with the last word. That Kwame Nkrumah said in 1855. That Kwame Nkrumah said for those who take part in a political period for a very long period of time, if they make money as the government resources or squander the resources of our country, they are not coming back to immense pay, but they are coming back for their debt deals. This is what the government is showing to us. And what the Kwame Nkrumah said in 1855 is coming to pass in Liberia. So we're so Baka that he who this country will make sure Baka will be in peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, this person, let's take the cash giveaway. It is open. That's star 799 star 799 hatch, and then you put in number 8 voice of Liberia, or you can do it the short way. It is star 799 star 8 hatch, and then you put in your 100 LD. Number 8 is for voice of Liberia. 100 Liberian dollars for 5,000 Liberian dollars, right? So shortly, very shortly, we will be going into the cash giveaway, and we will be doing our draws, right? So all you need to do, if you're there, is dial that code star 799 star 8 hatch, and then you put in voice of Liberia and put in your 100 LD for the money that you are to get. That is the 5,000 Liberian dollars, right? Let's this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Good morning.
Yes, Samira, my name is John D. Yapa, and I call for my gentleman agreement in Bangla City, Bone County. Samira, I want to say thank you for the show this morning. And say good morning to all Liberians. Samira, what do we expect from people who came to the presidency with no plan, with no vision for the nation? You see how things are going in the country, Samira? Everything has gone lost. Come on, let's do Joe Parker. That airport, when President William was there, that airport was moving strong. But it came, the people came with laugh. They came with a lot of fantasy. That we will do this by Liberian people. That one, when my brother machine wanted to start boasting her, no current will go up again on our airport. But you will expect this. Some rather 6 years complaining here. 6 years, the people will keep fighting us. Because the puppet is not in charge of this government. That's why you see this government is proceeding the way they're proceeding. You have somebody who is 85 years old. You bring in as president. What do we expect? That result, yeah. You will see all kinds of likeness in this government. We just starting home, Samira. Let me just pray to God that we should be in existence on the 2029. Because the puppet will not do nothing that will benefit the Liberian people. Everything that you will do, it will affect us. Thank you for putting me in the time this morning.
Okay, thank you. 0770-907-907 0770-907-907 is the number to call. We will take few more calls and then we go over to the cash giveaway. We will be drawing winners shortly. Star 799 hatch number 8 voice of life. Then your 100 LD for 5,000 LD. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, you're live.
Yeah, my name is Corey Banga. I join you from Jogo Farm.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the show this morning about the airport issue. Yes, because the people came with a preaching and said they would do everything if they say they are the demon god of politics, that they would make Liberia a better place to enjoy we are. Look at the incident I happened. It was so good that nothing really happened. If it would happen, Joseph Baka would be too satisfied because the message can do anything to dance with the devil. And dancing with the devil, he had to sacrifice blood with the devil. So that the only way your medicine will be strong. Nothing even say about the issue, even fly, whether he go back or left or the photo food or even go China. No one knows. And more are they talking confused with him on spoon that way. So thank you for the time you for me.
Okay, thank you, Mantia. Brother 70907 is the number to call. Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Sonora, and let me say good morning to the listener. This is Edmond Carr, the visual impaired guy, the keeping Baka feet to the fire and refuse to do the right thing for the Liberian people. You know, my sister, these people, what they came with, it is quite shocking. It is quite surprising to their supporter, not us. Because we told them that Waka never had the ability to do anything tangible for this country. For somebody to serve, don't forget for the 42 years rule where he was managing director, minister, and all the things that he did in other places. But for somebody to serve as a purpose, the opponent has served just for finance minister here in the past government, not even early time. You see then, they say moving stone, they got their fund, they got car, they are taking care of people, and they be able to move their life. For somebody to serve as a purpose for 12 years, then he come from there and tell you, say, they squander all of their opportunity. In fact, he was a race car that was parked, he was not on the race track. Then he come and tell you, say, he has credited money 5 different times on loan so that he can be able to have something in his account to survive on from 12 years. It is a serious matter for president that somebody will say you should come become president in the country and you'll be able to do something. Especially where in Liberia, one of your teachers, when senior freemen said the expense is looking in the face. That's a fact. Everything that you raise in this country with the help of international community is looking in the expense, is looking in the face. And where this government is not economically disciplined, this is why you will see happening. All of these things happen here during our leadership. They will always come and say, oh, we told you the people now don't have the ability, the product competent, the president not able, he's a full anything. But here we are. All of their leadership everywhere has collapsed. Only 1 year, everything in this country has collapsed. Everything has fallen flat to the ground. So when you say their supporter will come with counter, what kind of counter do you come with? Oh, is it because he said that you're going to dance with the devil to become president? And normally when you do anything with the devil, what the devil can in return is blood. Is this some of the blood that he wanted to receive Saturday morning without even happy at the airport? But this is sad for our country. This is the place that the revenue is coming from. If this place they start canceling their flight to Liberia, what will become of Liberia? What will become of us? Though nothing is going on, but what will become of your own government? So normally when you take over, what you do, you target all of the places that where you get revenue from to be able to do so tangible in the country. But you say, are you doing it? You are wish hunting everybody, you are chasing everybody. Which one do you do as a government? Really be people eating a super job, you are taking it forgetting about the reality. These are the reality that we are talking about. So what do you say to all this money that it was because of President Weah? No. You have come to continue. He paid our executive laws so that you will give a fifth link to our airport. When you took over, you deny him of it. So everything that is happening to the Joe Parker government is a crime. This is a crime government. We can't miss our word about that. This government is
okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Now
so
let's take.
it's a crime.
Thank you. Let's take 2 more calls, then we go on to draw winners. Okay, just 2 more persons we will take. We cannot take everybody because we have our major discussion to go into the issue of the labor ministry. Let's take few calls, then we go back to the cash giveaway and we go into our major discussion. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live.
All right. You know, this thing what they call government is not government. They play subsidy something. Does not have a one cent. Moadi does not have a 1 cent. Emotua does not have a 1 cent. Joseph Wakasa does not have anything. You just say Fario and can't use it. Yeah. Who put these people you put them in position, they get there, they think you have to pay for the dumper, you put them to the executive mansion, all those usual jobs. Now they're taking everything from out of the country for devil. You done with the devil have to get it from you. Where they came from, they will get back there. They will be broke like ever before. Have a good day.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sis Samara.
Good morning. You're live.
Yeah, I'm Faya Vani calling from Meetingsville Bell. Samura, I just want to say thank you for the issue, the topic for the discussion. Samura, I want to disagree with some of the corner yet first. See the development that this our president bringing to this country. Hello?
You're live.
Hello? Yeah. You see one of the developments? Saturday, that thing happened to the airport. And our president left the airport and go the next day. That was not the development. See what of the development? We get 22 million for public work to work on our Freedom's Road, on our Region Road. They went back to the parliament to ask for pardon. That was not the development. So this government, they are bringing more development. Look at any position. They are taking people from there. You see some of the development bringing to the country? They are taking people from there. Just you have no reason. Central Bank, they are taking the government from there. This is our development will bring in. So we'll bring all the development to Liberia. That are able to see and get ear to hear. We'll bring all the development to them. Yeah, let's keep bearing it. That one government will bring all the development. Every other development thing on will bring it to them. Thank you, Sir Samura.
Okay, this person. Good morning. Let's take this last person, then we call it a day for this section called segment. We will move on. Good morning. Good morning. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Thomas. I joined from Ghana. You know, prior to the election, when you found that this person spent 40 years plus in government, so he will come to the presidency without experience. What we're forgetting to know that the value of life does not depend on the land or town, but rather the amount of law given is shared to the people who care, and that is why this person lacks the value for human being. Why is it that people that are supposed to take care of the family, one Liberian feeding 20 to 15%, but you're looking at a person with no good reason and just take the person out of their job? Government agreement on yellow machine, $22 million turn into the mud. Then you say that you want to wish on people for corruption, and while corruption is only your fee, you yourself taking out money from federal bank to a local bank, and people you have to be, but let's pray for this country. Thank you for the opportunity to be on the.
Okay, now let's go to the cash giveaway. Let's call out our winners quickly. Let's call out the first batch of winners, right? It's what we're doing. We're calling out the first batch. So if you are there, you can start playing now because we are drawing. You're gonna be playing at the same time we are drawing, okay? If you are there, continue to play the cash giveaway. Dial star 799 star 9. This is star 799 hatch in number 8 Voice of Liberia plus your that is 100 Liberian dollars and be able to win 5,000 Liberian dollars. We are drawing out our winners. Continue to play the cash giveaway. We will draw out the first batch of winners. Then we'll let you to play again while we go into our major discussion, the issue of the labor ministry. Like I said, we have all of the evidence, all of the records and everything on the labor minister. And we are going to do that. We will talk about it and talk about some of the things that they are carrying on there. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samira One-Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
You played the cash giveaway and you won 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Wow. Thank God. Thank you.
Yeah, you will need to check your your message, okay?
Okay.
But what did you do to play? How many times did you play?
I played 2 times.
2 times. What's the code you did?
Come again, please.
The code.
Star 799 hatch. Then I chose number 8 for Voice of Liberia.
Star 799 hash number 8 Voice of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to the next person. Let's now go to the next person. Let's talk to this person. We will draw more winners here, but I encourage you to play while we are drawing so that you be a part of it. Okay, it is what I encourage you to do so that you be one of the winners for the 5,000. Stick and still as we will go into our major discussion. Morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, morning, ma.
My name is Samira One-Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Yeah, I'm Alvin Langwe.
Alvin, you played the cash giveaway this morning. How many times did you play?
I played 3 times.
3 times. What was the code?
Star 799 hash. And I put number 8.
Okay, you won yourself 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Yeah, thank God. Thank you.
How can we encourage more people to play?
Okay. Thank you, ma. Let God be with you.
I said, how can you encourage more people to play?
Oh, no, for people that don't play, they don't win. I will just be there. Let God be with them. Let continue playing, and let God be with you. Win. Myself, I've been playing for a long time. I can win.
Okay.
Every morning, God make it a straight today.
Okay. Continue to play to win 5,000 or 31 United States dollars. If you convert the Liberty to the US, you will get 31 United States dollars or your 5,400 Liberian dollars. It is as simple. Star 799 hatch, put in number 8 Voice of Liberia, and then you put in your 100 LD. It is just 100. And do not forget that Wednesday we'll be giving out 100,000 Liberian dollars. So continue to put your money in your phone while you play this. Save your 200 for the 100,000 Liberian dollars. Okay. So let's do that. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. I'm okay. My name is Samira One-Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia. Please walk away from your monitor. What is your name?
Mohammed Kane.
Mohammed, where do you join us from? Simenko. Mohammed, how many times did you play the cash giveaway this morning?
One time.
One time. When you played?
As a moment started program.
Okay, you won 5,000 Liberian dollars. Can you please tell the people the code you dialed and encourage them to play more?
I encourage more people to play. Indeed, to help them to solve most of the problems.
They can help you solve most of the problems. So what's the code the people should use?
*799 hash. Okay. You go to number 839 from there, pin code number.
Okay, this is Voice of Liberia.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's go to this person. We're talking to as many persons as we can. Then we move on. We will draw the next batch of winners. Let's give others chance to play before we draw the next batch of winners. Okay. Let me see. We will talk to this person. From this person, we talk to the last person. Then we go on to our major discussion, right? The time is 30 minutes past 8 o'clock. And shortly, we'll be going on the labor ministry. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Samira One Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia. Please move away from your radio.
I'm Morris Magio. I joined for Tinga Village.
Morris from Tinga's Village. How many times did you play the cash giveaway this morning?
I played 4 to 5 times.
4 to 5 times. You won yourself 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Wow. Thanks so much.
Okay, how can you encourage more people? What do you have to say to people out there who are listening? They don't want to play. They don't have the courage to play. What do you have to say to them?
Oh, I'm encouraged to play. I tell you that this game is real. It's not fake. It's fragile.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let's talk to the last person on this segment. Then we move on, right? This is the last. I encourage you to continuously play so that we call you to and you'll be one of the winners. Last week, someone won 100,000, someone won 50,000. They all got their money the next day. And this week we will be doing the same. But for today, we are doing 5,000 LD. Let's call this person. Then we move on to our next discussion. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samira One Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia. You played the cash giveaway. How many times did you play?
I just played one time this morning. I won.
You received your right?
I did.
Hello?
Hello?
You received your message, right?
Yeah, I just received a message.
And what do you have to say to others about this?
Well, I can tell a lot of people it is true. This is my first time. I not believe it, but today I have believed it. So you guys should please play. It's real. So you guys should play. I encourage people to play more. And even me, I will continue playing now.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. So that is it. I encourage you to play. We're not taking any calls here. I encourage you to play that *799*, and then you put in number 8 for Voice of Liberia and be one of the winners for the 5,000. We will draw more winners right now. So this issue, if you're just tuning in, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. It is the program Good Morning Liberia. My name is Samira One Line, and of course, up to 10 a.m. Now, so this our major talking point this morning. If you are there, continue to share the live video. The issue about the labor ministry, it is something that we have been talking about since Kopokura took over the Ministry of Labor. He had not been doing a good job there. He had been removing people illegally, unlawfully, excuse me. He had been removing people and bringing in his own people. And these are issues that we spoke about, and we will continue to speak about them. But there is this new development at the Ministry of Labor. There is this new development. There is a GT Bank account of the Ministry of Labor that 5% have to listen well, right? 5% of the monthly revenue from the ministry is placed in. This bank account is from the Ministry of Labor, and 5% of the monthly revenue from the Ministry of Labor is being placed in that account at GT Bank. And it is known as the revenue attachment. That is the name. This fund, it is intended, the money, the 5% that is being taken from the Ministry of Labor and being placed in the revenue enhancement, it is intended to support departments and divisions not captured in the ministries or government of Liberia budget, and the division in which the money is at the GT Bank for, or the reason why the account at GT Bank is being created by the Ministry of Labor, and 5% is being taken from the Ministry of Labor and putting it in that account, which is known as the revenue enhancement. It is because the ministry wants to support, or the reason is for the ministry to support division like trafficking in person, HIV or AIDS, planning, employment bureau, and many others. That's the reason why that particular money is being placed in the account at GT Bank to support these things. Now, since the arrival of Kopokura at the ministry, he and his DMA, that is known as Otello Mensuo. Otello Mensuo, I mean, he, Kopokura, and Otello Mensuo, they have been using the money in the account as they please. Whenever they want to go to use the money, they just go to the bank, take the money, and they use it. And they do it with no regard to lay down principles of the internal audit division and not to the knowledge of senior management, presidential appointees. Kobokura will just go there, he take money, he and Otello, and then they just go and then they use it. We have documents here. And the document, we are going to read it out. Those of you watching through our Facebook page, we will post it there. You will see it. Kobokura is requesting another money from the GT Bank, saying that he wants to pay staffs. Is it that this money is meant for staff's pay? No, it is not. Is it that the staffs that Kobokura wants to pay, they are civil servants? No, they are not. Did they ever take the civil servant test and they passed in it? No, they never took it. They never took the test to pass. So what qualified them to be civil servants? But Kobokura is requesting another money. Now, let's go to the letter. We will read out the letter first. If you have the letter there, you can just put it on the screen, the letter. It says, Ministry of Labor, July 23rd, 2024. The management, GT Bank Liberia Ltd, 13th Street, Sinker, Republic of Liberia. Dear management, Kobokura wrote this letter. With compliments, we write to authorize the debit of USD 32,192 United States dollars. 32,192 United States dollars 64 cents from the Ministry of Labor Revenue Enhancement account. What we said? And we said it was the Revenue Enhancement account. And the account number is 203328858210 and have same credited to individual beneficiaries accounts in disbursed categories. Distributed categories, excuse me. The aforementioned payments represent salaries for May and June in favor of that in July. July, the man say represented payment for May and June. In favor of contractors or consultants hired by the Ministry of Labor as beef up to the labor force in order to enhance productivity at the ministry, pending enrollment under the National Consultancy Scheme at the Civil Service Agency as the process is still going on. So while the process still going on for the people to be civil servants, go to GT Bank to go take money from there from the revenue enhancement account, which of course that particular money, it is not meant for the particular purpose. He went there. He said the people were getting the money so he can pay people for May and June. We have herewith attached payroll with account details for consider immediate action. Kindly revert should there be discrepancies in account details or other relevant information. Please accept sentiments of our highest esteem. Kindly regards or kind regards, signed Otello Mensuo, Deputy Minister for Administration, and they approved by the minister, the corrupt Minister of the Labor Ministry, Kopokura Minister, corrupt Kopokura. Once that money be there, Kopokura will approve it. Yeah, that's the man. That's who he is. So you have it on the screen there. You can read it. You can screenshot it. And everything you want to do with it, you can do it with it. Now, let us go to the names of those that he said should be paid from the revenue enhancement account. Money that is not even meant for employees or staffs or contractors at the labor ministry. Money that is meant to provide help for AIDS, HIV, and other sicknesses, right? It is that particular account that Kopokura have been going into, and he's continuously going into it, taking money there on the basis that he want to pay people. These same people that he brought to the ministry, these same people, but where? Let's go to the people for it before people go into it, because we will not rush it here. Here are the names. I'm going to call out the names for transparency. We live in all. We'll call out everything because we need to be transparent. We're saying, the names you will see on the screen there too. One, Patricia Tobier, Research Officer, Human Resource or Administration, or salary $450. Orlando T. Kura. What is Kopa Kura last name? And a Kura. Then you get another Orlando T. Kura. All right. When we tell you, say the man made a play all the Nimba Kante. No insult to the Imbayans. We have nothing against Imbayans, right? But when we tell you, say that play on Nimba Kante ministry, you say yeah. Orlando T. Kura. You may carry all the children in there, down to your grandchildren. Then they say una position, una department, alien registration or administration. Una salary at $398.52. Marian and Dixon, they own an office assistant, yeah. Administration and management, $315 United States dollars. So Henry S. Tolan, secretary, on a salary at $270 USD. Thomas T. Jones, supervisor. Thomas on a salary at John, hey. Emmanuel Zegwe, you get a Nina screen there and the market Nina. The man making $675 USD. Thomas T. Jones, supervisor. Thomas is making $360 United States dollar. Raphael Okay, let's see. This is getting dim and dim. Let's get the light on. Okay. Raphael, this is Raphael V. Doma, Assistant Director, Planning and Manpower Development. 450. 450, yeah, 450. Albert G. Tenney, Deputy Inspector General for Planning and Manpower Development. 450. Fan N. Kamara, Plumber. 185.50 cents United States dollars. So US are calling you. I'm calling Liberty. Joe Ban. Hey, Yako Nima. So Nima Kante. Joe Ban. Joe Ban say you get a Nina scare you know. Yeah, una money here it is 315 United States dollars. Praise S Dule or Lule. Some kind of Nima Kante in India. 60 United States dollars. Frederick Bay, Assistant Director, 450 United States dollars. Constance Myers, the driver, 270 United States dollars. Hey. Franklin Zambia, Administrative Assistant, where una money here? 900 United States dollars. Moses Wasi, where una money here? 382.50 cents United States dollars. Abraham Blamo, driver, 184.50 cents United States dollars. Nancy Davidson, Planning Director, Planning and Manpower Development, 1,125 United States dollars. Daniel Clark, Secretary, 180 United States dollars. I just small dollar, 18% a quarter now. Let's go to the next one. The next one. All right. Edwin C. Sampson, 315 United States dollars, Administrative Assistant. Jefferson Y. King, the senior Administrative Assistant. You're there. People that are watching through the live, you're listening. You're watching it too. Planning and Manpower Development, 315 United States dollars. Abraham Y. Mato, the Secretary, 180 United States dollars. The other secretary, nothing there. He will not department. We see anything here. The secretary making 180 United States dollars. Not department empty. So he just secretary. Beno Kroma, Secretary, Amira Office, Administration and Management, 180 United States dollars. Joseph Qualley, 350 United States dollars. Darlington B. Clinton, Secretary, Planning and Manpower Development, 180 USD. Alison Blama, Administrative Assistant. Alison with money here. 315 USD. Cyrus Waba. Somebody where the market in be ha the where in ha. They want Cyrus Waba. Ah Waba. No one is a Waba is a Waba. Waba una money here. The person here at 315 United States dollars. I have money when I be plenty get Waba. Damo Wombay. Nima. Damo Wombay maintenance officer. The person making 184. And costing Blackie is making 675 USD. The people plenty too. And costing Blackie then you can to Mogabriel's coffee. 270 United States dollars. Then Darius women. This is women, yeah. They're Darius men. We coming to Darius, not issue. Deputy Inspector General for Planning and Manpower Development, 450 United States dollars. Darius women. Crystal Man, Procurement Director, 832.50 cents USD. This is Martina Mensuo. They mensuo ni they are the same Otello mensuo that he and Kobakuya sent a letter to the bank. Otello mensuo that una relative. Filling Clark Power man. This is Planning and Manpower Development, 312.30 United States dollars. Patrick Flomo, Health and Safety Officer, 225 USD. Saleh T. Randolph, Inspector, 360 USD. Amos Yakwa, that new phone. If At the Mano, yeah, the Mano people. Planning making 360 USD. Tracy Trika, they was making 184 USD. Serena Sada is making 350 USD. Eh? Then any part of the listing, what you gonna get TD Samson Gombe, yeah, the name Samson Gombe 315, Samuel Kwasi 360, Bill Nine 180, Christy Ma 382. You see the man, you see the down if on the market. So the people that for we no harm, no bad. We mean no bad on the buyings. Myself I have on the market too. But when the truth belongs somewhere, who you pull it there? Why I'm from the market to labor ministry too, right? Because I feel that there are some things that people are supposed to do. Now let's leave that. These are the names that Kopakura said that he wants to pay these people. He said that he wants to pay them. So he requested money from the revenue enhancement account. And fellow Liberian, let's be honest, right? These people, they are not yet civil servants. Even Kopakura said they are pending, right? They are to take the civil servants test to pass the civil servant test and see as to if they will be civil servants, right? And the particular money that we're talking about here, fellow Liberian, the money we're talking about here is not meant for this particular reason. Yeah, let's be honest. It is not meant for this particular reason. Why you see all of the money, so many, all the time that labor ministry have been existing, and that 5% have been going within that particular revenue enhancement, all the money that there, many Kopakura coming web everything from there. What I mean? Kopakura is about to bring labor ministry down. The money that they're talking about, the money for divisions like trafficking, HIV or AIDS, and for planning, these are the things that the money are for. The money now for people what you will take and bring, all your own expense that direct women in. Well, at the end of the day, you yourself, as the minister, you appointed direct women to a position that the president should appoint a person to. At the end of the day, when the president appointed the man to the particular position, you said the man will be direct women and deputy. How can a president appoint somebody that at the end of the day, you say the person is the person deputy? It makes no sense. These are the people, your own people that you brought from Nimba County, because it is stuck up in Kopakura mind that because Prince Johnson helped Joseph Boaka in the election, so meaning the ministry that are getting it for Nimbayans. There are other qualified people that should work there, but they are putting Nimbayans there. Then in the revenue enhancement, that's where you want to take money from, that particular money or that particular account that is not to be given out to employees. That is not to be used for that purpose. It's where you are going now in the GT Bank to take that huge sum of money from there to pay your Nimbayans. Why can't you pay them from your pocket? Say now how you want to run the ministry. Why you will take money that should not be allotted for a particular purpose and you want to use the money to do the things you want to do? In his quest, he found a placement on the CSA payroll for all the Nima people he brought along with him. And he has given a go-ahead to CSA to dismiss 98 staffs with all senior management and workforce of details. That one why we'll get into it. 98 persons Kopakura wants to dismiss from the Ministry of Labor. Orange cat. From the Ministry of Labor, 98 persons. Right? It's what he wants to do. To dismiss 98 persons from the Ministry of Labor. Kopakura says he went to the Ministry of Labor. What all of these things that we are talking? It never started today. Kopakura should be one of the persons that, one of the ministers that should be dismissed from that ministry. Why? Because he's a very corrupt individual. Corrupt like the word corrupt is how he is corrupt. When someone say corrupt like the word corrupt, you should know. That is how he is corrupt. A very corrupt individual. He has been there The same labor ministry that people will say, oh, labor ministry, and you know, they should be here to advocate for people, for their own citizens, to those foreigners. Corporate crack and go in the fee, he collect the money from the foreigners. At the end of the day, then the same people from Liberia, they be treated or mistreated or ill-treated. This is the same corporate crack that you just saw the protest the other day at the labor ministry. We brought it live to you. These people should be able to talk about these people who are being mistreated by other people. By other people. By the end of the day, you will see that it is not. At the end of the day, you will see that this Kopakura is here doing what he wants to do. It is the same Kopakura that is into all of the clandestine move. It is the same Kopakura that will say you do this, the laborer is supposed to be punishing people for. When you get a court from there, then at the end of the day, you can go on and do whatever you want. That is bad. Quickly, we will run into the issue about diverse women. Quickly, we will do that because we are to do a relay. So let's quickly run into it, right? Diverse women. Diverse women is Kopakura, one of Kopakura lawyer men is the same diverse women that Kopakura been pushing and pushing and pushing. Never took the civil 7 test till today he get an inspector general work. Diverse women, they are 13 stars at the Ministry of Labor. We have the video here, it will be played for you. The video of diverse women, 13 stars at the Ministry of Labor. Telling them who is diverse women. Diverse women have been working at that ministry. He was not even on payroll. And then the Kopakura told him because they want to be into that clandestine mood and put him on the payroll. Tell him and say, can't sit down here to the job. They want one president or appoint somebody to the inspector general. He said that women and poor women, that women there. President appointed the inspector general. Then he said the inspector general, the president appointed should be the deputy to diverse women. The hearing get place or deputy inspector general at the Ministry of Labor. You should be asking yourself. Have the video. Yes, the video of diverse women there. You will see it on the screen. How he's blasting our employees. Let's take that video.
You break? What are you saying? You what's up? Guess what? He walked behind me insulting me. I check your door, you're not around. I don't know. You just came and inciting people. What? I just coming from meeting just now in AMA office. They just a preconceived man. If you answer Martin, thank God grace for you in the hallway. Everybody in the hallway. I call him my lawyer.
Okay, so that's the video, right? That is the video. That is the video. Let's play the video again. Let's have
You break? What are you saying? What's up? Guess what? He walked behind me insulting me. I check your door, you're not around. I don't know. You just came and inciting people. What? I just coming from meeting just now in AMA office. They just a preconceived man. If you answer Martin, thank God grace for you in the hallway. Everybody in the hallway. I call him my lawyer.
Okay, so that was the video you just watched or you just witnessed, right? That was it you just witnessed. But we will not take course. I encourage you to play the cash giveaway. We are not going to take course on this. Why? This is one of our major discussions, and we decided to bring it up. We will talk about this on tomorrow because there is this relay that we are to do from the LRA tax talk, and we will do the relay. When we get back here on tomorrow, we will get back here on tomorrow. We will go into it and take more course on it. Right? Tomorrow morning, this is going to be our first talking point. This is going to be our first talking point on tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about this first, right? It's going to be our first talking point, right? I encourage you to play the cash giveaway. We are going to draw winners from the cash giveaway. It's about time that we draw winners. But continue to play. Play now and be one of the winners. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be one of the winners for the cash giveaway. Let's draw winners and call them now. We will talk about this lengthily on tomorrow. We will bring you the fights as we brought you today, and we will talk about it, and you will be able to call and give your point on it. Be able to call and say what you have to say about it, about what is happening at the Ministry of Labor, what Corporal Kura continues to do there. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Samira One Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
My name is Johnny from Sugar Community.
Okay, Joshua, you did play the cash giveaway. How many times did you play?
I played 3 times this morning.
3 times, and you are winners for the 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Yeah, I just saw the message.
Okay, congratulations. Encourage more people to play, okay? All right, thank you. Now, we still have an hour for all of you to play the cash giveaway. We still have an hour for all of you to play the cash giveaway. So you want to be one of our winners? Let's call the few persons we are to call here. Then we leave it open for you to play while we take the LRA tax talk. Let's do that quickly and take the LRA tax talk. Tomorrow, we will talk about it. Corporal Kura is going to be our first talking point on the broadcast tomorrow. Let's take our cash giveaway, people. Then we go to our tax talk. Good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Sarah One Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia. You did play the cash giveaway. How many times did you play?
Yeah, so I played 3 times this morning.
You won 5,000 LD.
Wow, thank God.
Encourage more people to play, Mama.
I will do that because it's not real. Yeah, you are telling me it's not real.
The money is in your phone, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's call this person. This should be for this segment. It should be the last person. Play the cash giveaway. We will call our winners before 10 o'clock, right? So I encourage you to play as we will call out the winners before 10 a.m. Just before 10 a.m. after the LRA tax talk, we will call out our winners, right? So all you need to do is to continuously play the cash giveaway. Good morning. Okay, we are calling this person, be it he or she. Let's see as to if the person answers. Let's see as to if he or she answers. And when the person answers, we talk to them concerning this. If the person don't answer, we send the money to their phone already. They have 5,000. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Samira One Line. I'm calling you from Voice of Liberia.
Yes, Samira, good morning, sir.
Yes, you played the cash giveaway and you won yourself 5,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you.
Okay, Mama. Encourage more people to play. How can you encourage people to play the cash giveaway?
Yeah, then I send it. Then I press it for Voice and Liberia. Yeah, then I put my pin code. Then I send it.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have about an hour to go. I encourage you to play the cash giveaway while we take the tax talk, because we will draw winners right after that. *799*8# put in 100 LD for 5,000 LD or 31 United States dollars. You don't want to miss it. You want to be one of the winners on today's program. On tomorrow, our first discussion will be the labor ministry, and next we will talk about the rape case. There's a man in Bone County, and allegedly he said that his 13-year-old daughter was being raped by 3 persons. That's a gang rape. We were to have him today, but we will have him on the phone tomorrow so that he gave us more information about it. Do not forget to play the cash giveaway. I'm still here with you. Now let's take this break, then we go for our tax talk. Let's have this.